I like you. I love you. Go and do something great today. Hey guys, just got done doing a video, and as you can see, I'm in my studio, and I really wanted to talk to you about you joining the Seven Figure Moving Academy membership group. Now, this membership group is small, and has its own unique place that is set up where we can discuss business, and we can have a great time, just you and me and some of your fellow members here. Now, this is a paid group. I do have a free Facebook group, which you're more than welcome to go and check. There is a description, a link in the description of almost every single video I do on YouTube, and you're more than welcome to join that and get some good information. But if you want the stuff that I don't talk about on that Facebook group, and if you want the good stuff that's going to actually set you up to the next level, then you want to join the Seven Figure Moving Academy membership group. It is only $49 a month. But it's going to give you a lot of great information, and I'm going to you're going to have access to documents and sales patterns and information, as well as different free courses just specifically for you members, your face, that is not available to the public at all. And there are some paid stuff that you will have to pay even if you're a member, but there's some really good stuff that I do not do. Plus, I do offer free you can get a hold of me free when you're on that Facebook Membership Academy membership group. You'll have free access to a DM, so you can DM me and email me and talk to me personally, as well as all sorts of great advice from a bunch of other members that are in the group. Plus, we are looking for subgroup people. So if you want to run a subgroup for your area, you have the access to do that. So you can actually create your own membership or your own subgroup to help you out to make more leads, more sales, etc. So it's a really good group. I really ask that you take a look at it. There is no free trial time, so it's you either in or you're out. And if you want to invest in yourself, then this is your chance to invest in yourself and actually make more money. Because quite honestly, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, willing to invest in your business, then you're really not a business owner. And I really suggest you just go to the free group until you're up to the point where you actually get the mindset, hey, let's actually take this to the next level. And that's the guys I'm really wanting into the membership group. So if that's you, come to the Seven Figure Moving Academy membership. You should be seeing a link down here at the bottom or somewhere around in this video. And I hope to see you in that group. Hey, movers and shakers. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Seven Figure Moving Academy. Glad to have you here. Today we'll be talking about a subject that is just blowing up here recently in the last few weeks. There's been this new surge virality action that employees have dubbed the quiet quitting syndrome, as I'm going to call it, the quiet quitting syndrome. And it's something that people have been doing for a long time. That's just basically, they just disengaging from their jobs and just doing the barest minimum that they need to do to keep their job. Right? They're not going over and above. They're not doing extra. They're just doing what the very minimum that is required of them. Now, they're not really trying to do a bad job. They're just doing what's the minimum of what they're required to do. So they're not actively trying to do a bad job or anything. But this is a syndrome that has been going on for a long time, especially from my viewpoint, in the service industry. We get a lot of people just phoning it in, just doing the barest minimum. And it's quite honestly, it's a sickness. It's an illness. It's a mental degradation of that person who is doing it. They are scumbags, they are scammers, and they are losers. And let me tell you how I really feel about them now. They are clock milkers. They will milk the clock. They are stealing time and oxygen and energy and wherewithal from your business. That's all they are. They're losers. They're incompetent buffoons expecting the best, but only performing the minimal. They are crappy losers, and they deserve to be just shoved off. They should be put on a cargo ship, put it out in the middle of the ocean, and let it sink. Right? That is my personal opinion. I'm not saying you should go and do that. I'm not saying that they deserve to die. So don't get it mixed up. Don't get it conflated. But these are people that are just worthless. They're a wasted flesh, right? What we're looking for is people that will actually work and perform as if it's their business. That's why I'm hiring you, because I want to give you the skills and the aptitude and the experience so that you can actually progress from there. And if you're not willing to put in the effort, then I'm not willing to keep you on, because I want to expand and I want to, I want to bring you with me. I want to take you. Hopefully in 3, 4 years, 5 years, you're not at the same job. You're in a bigger and better job, or you're doing your own thing, right? And if you are just putting in the barest minimum, I can't give you that experience. You're not going to get that experience because you're, whatever, man, dude. Let me go home and smoke my pot, play my video games. Now, and it's really a sickness towards this new generation, this Gen Z generation, but it's been going on for years, folks. It's my generation, it's the generation before. There's all those people. There are people that have been clock milkers. They're scammers and time thieves, right? But it's been going. But now it's a new trend, especially since the pandemic. Right? People just don't want to put in the effort. They want to go and do their own thing. But the thing is they're not getting the skills. They're not getting the experience. They're not getting that, the what they need to do to build what they want. Instead, they just want to grab a paycheck. What they're really asking you to do is they're quiet quitting, right? That's what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is get you to fire them. And so that if you fire them, then they could go off, apply for unemployment benefits. Are you okay? Huh? You okay? You're interrupting my video here. Huh? Can't you do that elsewhere? Sheesh. Inconsiderate. No, talk about quiet quitting. Anyway, guys, they're just worthless. So here's my take. And this is coming from a very emotional response versus a logical response. And by all means, just disregard these tactics if you want, because again, this just infuriates me that these people exist. Don't they want to be better? Don't they want to get, have more? Then you got to put in the passion into the job that you're doing, so you can be better, do better, and make more money, and live the lifestyle that you truly want. But if you're just trying to get me to fire you so that you could get unemployment and sit around on your derriere for months, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So this is my response and how you deal with quiet quitting employees. Again, it's very emotional. It's not logical or reasonable. And I totally and freely admit it. But so here, let's get into it. So the first thing I would do, I would find out what they're doing, right? They've disengaged. They're less engaged. So why? Why are they now not engaged? Why are they not coming to work and giving the maximum effort? Find out. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's me. I don't know. So maybe it's the job. It's not. Maybe the job isn't challenging enough. Because I know from when I work, or especially when I was in school wasn't challenging me for it. I was smarter than the average bear. I needed to be engaged. I need to be, and that the engagement just wasn't there. And so I didn't really, participate. I just, whatever. So I did it too, right? But then I grew up, I did this when I was in school, in high school. And then I grew up and I realized you have to be an adult and you have to put in the passion. But maybe that's the problem. They don't know how to put passion in the thing. So you got to find out why. You give them the chance. You've got to say, hey, look, I just noticed you're just doing the barest minimum on your job. And I'm just wanting to find out why. What's going on? What is it what is it your goals? What's your dreams? What's your aspirations? And if we can, let's see if we can't meld them and amalgamate them into a road that benefits you and me. And you're feeling challenged, you're feeling engaged, and you're feeling that you're worth something in this business. Let's find some sort of road that you could go down that benefits everybody. And you got to put in that effort too. As the boss, as a company owner, as the manager, whatever position you're in, you've got to find out what you could do to help them achieve their goals, right? If you're not doing it, then you deserve to have them to be quietly quitting on you, right? You have to put in effort into them as much as they have to put effort into your company or their position or whatever. And it's got to be a mutually beneficial marriage for everyone, right? So if you're if you're the boss and you're the manager and you're doing the barest minimum for them, then you shouldn't expect them to give you the most effort. Right? So it's a two-way street. You give as much as you get, and you got to find out why, and you got to come into some sort of agreement. So if you find somebody, give them the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, what's going on? What can we do to help you? How can we invest in you so that you will invest in us? So give them that chance. So if you find somebody that's less engaged, great. Find out what it is, put a plan in together, and let's get down the road and move it on. Now, if that doesn't work, it's all on them. It's totally on them, and they're complete waste of time. And quite honestly, this is what I would do for them too. I would demote them and get them down to the least amount of pay that I could possibly pay them. Just demote them. Boom. Basically, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to force them to quit. Don't fire them, because if you fire them, then they can get unemployment benefits. I don't want them to be sucking my money and my wherewithal, my energy, for them to just sit around and do nothing and be worthless pieces of crap, because that's what they are. They're thieves, they're time thieves, they're scammers, they're worthless. So I'm going to try to force them to quit. And one of the ways I'm going to do that is I'm going to demote them. I'm going to give them the dirtiest, crappiest job. I'm going to demote them down. So if they're a manager, they're going to go down to entry level. And they're going to get paid at entry level. And they're going to scream and, oh, it's all unfair. Oh. Good. It is unfair. It's unfair for you to sit in that job, suck up all that money, time, and energy, be a complete unmotivated pig, and have that energy just spread around like a virus to everybody in the shop. You are worthless. You don't deserve my time. You're going to go down. I'm not going to fire you. I'm just going to demote you. 2, I'm going to assign them to all the crappy jobs. They're going to be the ones cleaning the toilets. If someone pisses in the corner, they're going to be the one that's going to clean it up. If they're going to be doing all the crappiest jobs. I'm going to make them go out there and clean the yard. I'm going to have them wash the cars. I'm going to have them take out trash. I'm just going to give them all the crappiest jobs that I could possibly give them. Okay? Just complete and utter crappy jobs. Just I'm going to demote them. I'm going to give them all the crappy jobs. And then I'm going to document everything. You're going to want to document everything, because you don't want them to say, oh, you're creating this hostile work environment, get toxic, blah, 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 and then try to come back and say, you're going to sit down with them. You're going to try to work it out. You're going to document it. Say, hey, look, this is what we tried to do to get them engaged, to get them involved, get them motivated, have them put in passion. And here's what they're doing. they're not working up to the level thing, and you're going to document it. So if they ever try to sue you, you've got to document it, and you say, "Great, sue me. I don't care. Here's your file, your human resources file, and we'll take you to court. We're going to just go, here's incident 1, incident 2, incident 3, blah, 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 and have it. Here's what we tried to do to correct it. Here's what we tried to do to remedy it. It didn't go. You were still just a time thief, a scammer, a spendthrift. You were just a complete and utter loser, and we've documented that you were a complete and utter loser. And guess what? They're going to lose the case. But you can't, if you don't document it, if you don't put it down in writing, it's untrue, and then it's your word against theirs. And guess what? Most courts are going to side with them, because most of the courts and most of the juries, guess what? They're the quiet quitting employees. They're the time sucks. They're the friggin' clot milkers. They're you know what I'm saying? They're the losers that's sitting in the thing going, "Oh yeah, big business is horrible. Those evil rich people, they're out to get the little guy." That's what they're going to think. So if you document, you can say, well, at least the guy's tried. He tried to help you out. He tried to do it. So you got to document. And this will ideally force them to quit. And if they quit, you document that they quit, and you did not fire them, but they quit. And then they can't, and then so if they go, "Well, you owe me, 2/3 of my pay from there for workman's comp." No. And then you could present this entire documentation to them. And you go, "See, this is what we tried to do. We tried to get them engaged. They didn't. This is what we did to remedy it. It didn't. Finally, they decided to quit on their own. And here you go." And guess what? The workman's comp, the government's going to say, "Well, they tried, dude. You just suck." So this is how I would deal with those guys who are quietly quitting. Right? If you're a service business, like a moving business, don't fire them. Just never call them back for work. Just like, okay, we'll get you on the schedule when we can get you on the schedule. So this works for the labor jobs, like construction, landscaping, lawn mowing, moving business, painting, whatever it is. Just don't schedule them. "Well, are you fired?" "No, you're not fired. Just don't have anything work for you right now. Just don't call them back. That's it. Now if you do that, you're kind of a crappy boss. Just, fire them, or bring them in and have them do, an hour or two of crappy thing where they do nothing but friggin' pinnily ass jobs, that are minimum wage type jobs. You put in the effort into them as well, right? But if that doesn't take, by all means, gloves are off. Just don't fire them. All right, guys, I know this is an irrational rant, and I could be completely off my bonkers. And if I am, leave me all the comments. And if I'm just unhinged, I want you to tell me about it. Let me know. Give it to me down in the comments. Try to be nice. I am kind of sensitive. I have feelings too. But I realize that this is an unhinged rant. This is an emotional response. And it might not be the best. And I'm totally willing to take it. I'm giving it out. I've got to be able to take it. So, guys, I don't know. Hopefully, I've earned your subscription today. And if I have, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell button right next to it. Ring that ding-a-ling there so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Leave me a comment below whether you're just furious of what I had to say, which might be deserved, or if you agree with what I have to say. I'd like to hear both sides of the story. And, leave me a like or a thumbs up or a thumbs down. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it to you. I like you. I love you. Believe it or not, it's true. Go and do something great today.